you guys, welcome to a new video, another video. I don't know. It's like 4 to 3 in the morning. I can't sleep, so I'm gonna paint. I had tried to start this video earlier, and I don't know, the only way I can put it is like I wasn't into it. I was trying to do it, and I don't know. So I'm kind of starting it over. And I'm just going to be painting, and then I'll probably do a speed sketch kind of thing at the end of the video. You guys will understand later, but basically what I'm going to do is just kind of paint and talk, I guess, while I do it. So these are 2 paintings I started. Now, if you're going to do this, I recommend watercolor paper, which actually here, I think I can show you guys what I mean. My watercolor paper. No, I can't. It's buried. But it's a very much thicker, almost like cardstock, but it's made for watercolor, obviously. That's why it's called watercolor paper. But I don't know. I just liked how this paper was and how it got crinkly, and so that's why I'm using it. So I sketched out Skull Dude, and some people might erase what they sketch, or very lightly erase, so it's still there but very faint. I like having the sketch under my final sketch. What I'm gonna do is basically like this, but I want to add a bit of color into it, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Let me find a paintbrush that's not like ridiculous. I guess this will do. I have my colors here. I just used acrylic paint and watered it down, and I have them in an array of colors because I'm gonna need it. Actually, I need black, so put it right here, just a little bit. And I'm gonna water it down too. I need the black for his eyes because I'm gonna try and do a thing where I fade out his color. Oh wow, that's a lot of water. Fade out the color of his eyes. So I'm gonna try and do this everywhere except for the middle. Okay. Let's see. Let's try this. And if you hear noise in the background, I'm sorry. That is my TV. It's late at night, and the TV comforts me when I'm like the only person awake. So if that bothers you, I apologize. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's been wrong with me lately. For some reason I've been very drawn to painting again. And usually painting is reserved for when I'm like very, I don't want to say down, but like very in my emotions, I guess is a good way to put it. So yeah, and it's weird because I don't feel like I'm upset. I don't feel depressed. For some reason, it's just how I am right now. So I thought, why not make a video out of it? So those are dark. I'm going to let that dry because I don't want too much bleeding when I do the red for his eyes. So I guess we can do, let's see, which side is red? I think this side is red. So, and this paint has dried a little bit. It's kind of soupy. Kind of. Let's try this. And I don't mind if it's not like perfect or whatever. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's kind of what I like about this kind of style when painting, is it's like it's not supposed to be perfectly imperfect almost. And when I'm done, I'm gonna sketch on top of it with a pen, like the outline and everything. I think that drop was supposed to be blue, but it's okay. Now I'll go in with the blue. And originally I was gonna do this, like, I might end up doing like similar pictures again, so if you see another video where I'm kind of doing a similar thing, don't be surprised, because I want to do like bigger ones on watercolor paper for my hallway. I'm just kind of doing these for fun. See, I like the look I'm getting with these, like where you can kind of still see like the brown underneath. This looks good. I love this, and it's gonna look even better when I get like the pen over it. And that's the other thing, I wanted to get colored pens, because I think it would look so cool if I could outline the hair in the colored pens with it being like watercolor. Watercolor is what I was trying to say. So there we go. And the cool thing with this is if it does bleed over, it'll look cool at the end because it'll be outlined, and then like, I don't know, it'll look cool looking. I know very descriptive I am, but this is what you get when when I have like a couple hours of sleep, or not sleeping yet is what I meant. When I'm super freaking exhausted. I might do some cold drippy. Can I? Let's see. Oh, that looks cool. Ooh. Okay, well I kind of got that on me. That was a bad move. Oh, I like that so much. It looks really cool. Okay. Bad idea for me, cool idea for this. I'm gonna see if I can get like actual drips. Like, oh, that looks cool. And then go like this. Let me see if I can get this one right here to drip. Okay, there we go. I like this. Okay, so clean my brush so I can do the yellow, which I'm feeling is not going to show up the best, because yellow is pretty much the worst when it comes to coverage and stuff like that. So kind of loaded my brush here in hopes that it would show up a little bit better. And it will dry clear as well, so it being gloppy is actually not that bad of a thing. It's watered down, so it's not going to actually be gloppy when it dries. Go like, there we go. Oh, that looks so good. Let me watercolor black his nose because I forgot to do that. Well, that's great. Here. That's the other thing. If you ever get too much water, get a paper towel and it sucks it all right up. Which actually I think I might do kind of with this. Okay. Kind of want to make this a little thicker. Kind of like that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna let this dry on the side, and I like how I did get some black splatter inside. I think when this is completely dry, I'm gonna probably do some white. Like I have these watercolors I got from Tiffy that I might use if I can get them. these like white watercolor pencils, and I might use the white one to kind of shade the inside of the skull. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I have this one that I did too, which I might actually try and do this ink splatter kind of look. I think that might look cool. But I think I don't know, maybe I shouldn't keep with the scroll work. We'll see. I'll do it not in this video. So let me pick this up and put it to the side. Do Paintra. Now, if you can see, her skull looks quite a bit different. I tried to make her skull look as feminine as possible. I'm not 100% happy with the hair. So this is kind of like a test run for whenever I do the bigger version. So let's do the side, her shaved part first. So make this one yellow or red. And then I might have to get up to see which eye is what color, because I think one is orange and one is like green or something. It's been a while since I actually paid attention to what eye color she has. So I'm gonna just paint this in that. I think I'm gonna make that dot and that dot red. Or orange. Yeah, orange. Let me grab the black here quick. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on Skull Dudes. Painting. Soak up some of this water because for some reason there was a lot on that. Do her nose. Just do a little bit. Just a little bit for her other eye. And I was actually able to get her skull lighter than his, which I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I kind of wish I did this lighter skull on Skull Dudes, but I don't know. I like the two different looks that it has. Okay. So let's do purple now. Which is going to be the biggest part of her hair. So I want to make sure I have plenty on here. Water. Kind of just go around here. And this stops right here, right? Yep. That was the other hard part about her hair, is I wanted to make sure her colors were represented. I didn't want just purple for her hair. I wanted all the colors that her hair is, which is purple, blue, and green. So the hard part is painting careful around the skull. Like, I don't want it to be perfect, but I also don't want to go too far in by accident. So go in like this. This is looking okay, so that's good. So yeah, I'm liking that. That looks so good. I'm gonna have to try and do that dripping. I think I might just try and do one big one right here in this corner. The best that I can anyway, without it getting inside of her hair and skull. So, there. Actually, I'm gonna just do this one, purple. And this one, put a little more purple in that. And that. And then I'll do this one, blue. And then, obviously, all of this green. Okay. Let's do the yellow real quick. Gosh darn it. Oh, and I just realized this isn't supposed to be yellow, it's supposed to be orange. I'm thinking of Skull Dude. Blah. This orange should be pretty easy. It's kind of clear just like the yellow, but good thing the yellow's translucent enough I can just kind of paint over it. There we go. And since the yellow is in the back of her head, you're never going to see it, so I didn't bother trying to draw that on. Okay, blue for this part. Oddly enough, this blue color is pretty dead on with the actual color I used in both of their hair. So, that's interesting. I wasn't actually trying to, I was trying to get close, but this really does look almost exactly like the color that I used. Okay. Dot. There. Yeah. That turned out awesome. I love this. Sorry, I'm trying to like kind of fix this one. I don't like the way that one kind of drip. That's there, so let me kind of see if I can fix that. Yeah, nope. There we go, that looks a little bit better. Stuff you can't see on camera. I'm a little anal about that kind of stuff, so I gotta like fix it when it's on my mind. Oh, I like how this green, that's the other thing I was excited, is to see how the colors would look on top of this brown background. And so far I'm really liking it. I don't know if I should write their names or not, or just do... Come on. Don't like how clear it's coming up on some of these parts. One, two, three. There we go. Let me add a little more blue to these dots right here because they're coming up more green, and that's not what I want. So, blue, blue, blue. Okay, so let me set that down. Set that there. So these are the what? These are the what? This is what I have so far. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the drips on this right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Add a little bit of water so there's some kind of control over this. try and get that right. There we go. I actually really like the way that looks. Looks awesome. Looking awesome. Just kind of make it splatterier. There we go. For now, that's good. I don't think I want to add anything else. The hardest part is going to be finding a frame for these things, because I went to Walmart the other day and they didn't have square frames, which makes me also contemplate doing an oval shape for the big one I do. So yeah, these are going to be, yeah, that's definitely still wet. So I actually might not be able to sketch until tomorrow, but I do want to at least kind of show you how wet, it's not that wet, how I'm gonna do this. Let me go grab my pencil. Okay, I'm back. And actually, probably by the time I'm done like showing you this real quick, it's gonna be time to like put their eye color in, so that's gonna be cool. Get to show you that as well. So basically I just go in with a pen, and I'm gonna zoom, nope, zoomy zoom. I'm just gonna go in with a pen and go over my lines. And I'm not even gonna be too neat about it, because I do like, and I kind of do a scratchy fill in some areas. And there we go. And I'm not the best at drawing skulls. I tried my best. And then I'm just gonna kind of made this one like a vampire kind of skull for whatever reason. But I'll basically do stuff like that, and then I will go in and do these swirly bits, which I don't think I have an extra paper that I can show you on here. Can I? Yeah. So basically what I would do is put it so that way you guys can see. So here's my sketch, and basically what I do is I just kind of like swirl. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but swirl and then connect it in a somewhat nice fashion. And then I will sometimes like branch off like that. So I have a basic swirl. Well, then I go over it a few times, kind of make it look more sketchy. I add a ball at the end, and then go like this. And then areas that meet like this, a lot of the times I will kind of fill in like a triangle like that. And then, let me see if I can zoom you in real close. So again, I'll just make a small ball, kind of like that, and then fill it in with the line. So it's like you're adding, like a comma in a sense, to the end of the curl. And again, if it's not perfect, that's perfectly fine. It's kind of what I like. You can see a lot of these are not perfect. And in a lot of this, you can see, like right here is where my sketch was. So you actually can't really see a whole lot of my sketch because of how I shaded this. But yeah. So in the morning, I think I'll just record like a speed like sketch part to show you guys how to do that, or show me doing it so you guys can see. So grab these two and a brush, which I don't know what I did with. I'll just use this one. So His eyes are red, so I'm gonna just do that. And then very kind of lightly go in with the black just to kind of fade it a little bit. It'll look a little weird, but I'm pretty sure like as soon as I'm done like sketching wise, it'll look pretty nice. Well, that's good, I guess. I just kind of wanted the hint of black and red, so. Okay, so that's his eyes. Again, not having to be perfect, just wanted to get it to be how I want. Like I wanted it to look like what color his eyes were, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm not making sense, but you guys know what I mean. Her eyes are green and yellow, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking my green, do the same thing, kind of paint it in, and then clean my brush, which this yellow is probably not going to show up very well, but that's okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's coming up kind of green. Not really. There we go. I like the way that looks. Add a bit of black in it. Not too much. There we go. I like the way that looks. Just a hint of eye color. And on camera it looks like I didn't do anything. In person it's going to be more obvious. And most likely when it dries too. So yeah, I'm going to let these dry and I'll come back in the morning and kind of finish the sketch. So yeah. Hey you guys. I'm back and this is kind of what they look like. I'm in my living room, so sorry for the AC noise or whatever. I'm probably going to just speed through me inking them, so just kind of wanted to show you what they look like dry. And I'm pretty happy with how they came out. I actually really like how splotchy this is. I don't know why, even though I feel like it doesn't look good, but I like how it is. I don't know. And then this looks pretty good too. Here's what the skull looks like, but that was already done. You guys kind of already know what that one looked like. But I was sketching last night, and I did this one, which is a heart. So I think this one's going to be the tall tale heart. So that's going to be fun to do. And then this one is going to be Nevermore, because I think in Nevermore it's like the raven telling him he's going to die. So I figured that'd be appropriate for the skull, and then I can do another one for the raven, with the raven, obviously. So, yeah, I guess I'll get started, and I'll probably just, like I said, fast forward the footage and you guys will be able to see. Hopefully my camera doesn't die too soon, because if it dies, I don't know if I'll come back. But, yeah, let's get started. camera died in the middle of me sketching him, so I just came back so that way I can show you guys kind of like the finished product for the most part. I don't think I'll be adding anything to Skull Dude or Paintra at all. Did some pen shading. And I really like the way this looks, so I'll definitely be doing something similar to this on the big ones that I do. I am thinking though, like, I don't know, I might try this again with colored pens. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. I'm interested to see how that looks. Weird noises coming from outside. This is my Edgar Allan Poe one. So I actually have the skull one and then the heart. So I'm really happy with the way this heart came out. Or I don't know how I'm going to be able to show you this. So, I don't know, the heart, it's weird. I tried to shade where the folds were, but a lot of it is like smooth with veining. So it would be a little too much to do veining all over the whole thing, and it's not really like super foldy, I guess is a good way to put it. So I had to just shade and do what I could, because like this part is like completely white and it's smooth for the most part. There's some veins on it, but I mean it's just a ventricle vein, like a giant vein. But I'm really happy with the way it came out. So this is going to be the tall tale heart, and I'll write it like probably tall tail, and then on the side I'll write heart. And then I'll do like this kind of patterning on around it. And then this one is going to be the raven, and I'll probably write it like raven on the side right there. And I'm pretty happy with how he came out too, like this. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this talkie art, like art with me video. It was a lot of fun, and if you guys would like more of these, please let me know. I might be inclined to do more. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye!